Welcome to CEPA in Conversation, a continuation of a series which explores CEPA's thematic areas and research interests. Today we have with us Thamindri Aluvihare, CEPA's senior research professional, who is attached to the Social Cohesion and Reconciliation thematic. Hi Thamindri. Could you tell us a little bit more about the Social Cohesion and Reconciliation thematic and the work that CEPA does?
So at the Social Cohesion and Reconciliation thematic, we look at the concept of social cohesion through the lenses of poverty. We try to look at the relationship between the two in the context of cycles of violence, etc.
The conversation on reconciliation is at the forefront again. Could you tell us a little bit more about CEPA's work in this sphere and your opinion on it?
So we see this present moment not as an isolated event, but a culmination of the last few years, last few decades. So in that context, we see that there is a renegotiation of the social contract as well as a reawakening of the civic consciousness that's happening. So in that context, we think it's extremely important that we keep the conversation of reconciliation at the forefront. And so we have been working towards that.
Thamindri, could you tell us a little bit more about CEPA's involvement in this sphere?
So CEPA is involved in this sphere in terms of socializing heavy topics and conversations and bridging the gap between academic research and discourse and social conversation. So in doing so, my thematic lead Natasha and my team member Shanindra and I, we look at new ways of incorporating and socializing the message. Last year we looked at the emerging mural web and how it had implication towards youth identity as well as reconciliation in a broader sense. This year we studied the indigenous or the Palankudi community in the East Coast for the first time, and we incorporated art as a modality there to communicate the findings of the project as an exhibition, by way of an exhibition titled Memories from the Margin. So we have looked into ways of incorporating art and new modes into socializing heavy topics like militarization, Buddhization, and keeping the conversation on that going. We also make sure that we try to the extent possible to keep the conversation as intergenerational. And in doing that, we have launched a series for a few years now titled Intergenerational Dialogue Series, which is also an ongoing contribution to the discourse and conversation around this.
Thank you, Thamindri. That was extremely insightful, and let's hope that you can keep the conversation going in this sphere.